the takeoff. Welcome you all once again. I'm here with my new topic in the capital gain chapter and one of the important topic, section 50B, slump sale. This is considered as one of the important topic from exam point of view and frequently asked question in CA exams from this topic. So I will discuss it in detail. The definition. Section 2, subsection 42C defines the slump sale. It means transfer of one or more undertakings. Means business unit has been sold as a result of the sale for a lump sum consideration, means for huge amount, without value being assigned to individual asset and liabilities. Means individual asset and liability does not matter, rather the whole unit matters. On the sale of business or on transfer of undertakings, whatever the capital gain or loss will arise will be considered as slump sale gain and losses. Now I will discuss it in more detail. Meaning of slump sale. It means the sale of entire business as going concern. Going concern means that the business will continue its operation in future. It is not going to bankrupt in few months. It has a long duration period. With all asset and liabilities in one go, means when the entire business is sold out along with its asset and liabilities in one go. One go, why? Because for huge consideration. This is the meaning of slump sale. Now its taxation effect. Here the formula is to calculate the tax. First of all, we will take the full value of consideration, that is sale consideration. Then from that we will deduct the expenses, whatever the expense of transfer is. What comes is net consideration. From that amount we will deduct the net worth. Net worth is asset minus liability. This we have to discuss in detail how to calculate the net worth. Whatever comes will be capital gain or loss. Now the point is whether this gain or loss will be short term or long term. So here is the point. If the asset undertaking is held for more than 36 months, then long term capital gain. If undertaking is held for less than 36 months, then short term capital gain. This is a tax rate. In case of short term capital gain, normal tax slab is followed. No indexation benefit is available. Means indexation will not be done. It will be at the book value or normal value. Now computation of net worth. In case of depreciable asset, we will take the written down value. In case of asset in which expenditure claimed under section 3580, the value will be nil amount, and in case of other asset, book value will be considered. From this amount we will deduct the liabilities at the book value. Whatever comes will be net worth, and if the net worth comes negative, then the cost of acquisition shall be nil. Now there are few points which need to be remembered. That is, form number 3CEA is a report of chartered accountant which needs to be furnished in case of slump sale under section 50B. This form is filed online, for which DSC is mandatory. Like other report, this is a report for slump sale. Revaluation of asset shall be completely ignored while calculating net worth. It does not matter whether the revaluation is made in the present year or in the past year. It shall be completely ignored. Asset should always be booked at book value. Accumulated business loss and depreciation shall be carried forward by the transferor in case of slump sale. No profit under the head profit from business and profession shall arise even if stock is transferred in case of slump sale. Stock transfer will be a part of slump sale. It will be included in the asset value, not calculated as a business profession. So no profit under the head PGBP will arise on that transfer of stock. The capital gain arising out of slump sale shall be taxable in the year of transfer. That is, in the previous year in which transfer took place, capital gain will arise in that year. I hope these points are clear to you all, and this section is also clear. I will be discussing more section in my next video. Thank you for today.